we were only losing love. But now I understand. We lost so much more than that. We lost the little things we built without ever knowing why. The morning coffee by the window, the way you'd kiss me goodbye. We lost the dreams we talked about when we were younger then. The house we never bought together, the places we never went. We lost the sound of your laughter echoing through our home, and somehow I lost a part of me. It wasn't only two hearts breaking when you walked away. It was every little future we imagined on those days. We lost more than love. We lost the life we could have known. We lost the little pieces that made this place our home. We lost more than love. We lost the dreams beneath our skin. The person I was with you, the person you had been. I wish losing you had been the only thing I'd lose, but we lost more than love. We lost the photographs we'd take on birthdays yet to come. We lost the names we'd give our children, the songs we'd dance along. We lost the Sunday mornings and the arguments we'd heal. We lost the chance to grow old and discover what was real. There were so many tomorrows we never got to see, so many versions of ourselves that never got to be. Maybe that's why goodbye still feels heavier than before, because I wasn't only saying goodbye to you, I was saying goodbye to everything we were hoping for. We lost more than love. We lost the future in our hands. We lost the quiet promises we once thought we could stand. We lost more than love. We lost a world that felt so near. Now every empty room reminds me of the life that disappeared. I wish I could tell my heart that none of it was real, but it was. That's why it hurts. Maybe someday I'll forgive you. Maybe someday I'll forgive me for believing that forever was something love could guarantee. We were young and we were hopeful. We thought love could never end. But sometimes two people love each other and still cannot remain. I don't regret the years we had. I don't regret your name. I only wish the ending didn't take so much away. Because when I lost you, I lost the girl who believed love could save everything. We lost more than love, but I won't let it take me too. I can mourn the life we dreamed of without forgetting who I am. We lost more than love, and yes, I'll things we lost more than love. But maybe losing everything we imagined is how I finally find myself. Goodbye to what we could have been, and thank you for what we were. I walked away, but something in me never left. My soul stayed with you. I packed my things in silence and closed the door behind me. I told myself that leaving was the only way to breathe. The streetlights blurred like memories as I drove into the night. But every mile I traveled only took me back inside. I thought distance would release me. I didn't know my heart would follow you. I changed the places where I lived, I changed the songs I played. I tried to build a different life and bury yesterday. But some parts of a person don't know how to say goodbye. My soul stayed with you, even when my body walked away. I left our little world behind, but my heart refused to change. My soul stayed with you in every dream I couldn't lose. I learned to live without your hands, but I never learned how to stop loving you. Maybe I left the room, but my soul stayed with you. I met new faces after you. I smiled and carried on. I learned how to wake up and pretend that you were gone. But every quiet evening when the world was asleep, I heard the voice of yesterday calling underneath. I never told anybody how much I still remembered. There were nights I almost called you just to hear you say hello. Then I remembered all the reasons why I had to let you go. Some love doesn't disappear, it simply learns to live in silence. My soul stayed with you in the places we once knew, in every empty photograph, in every sky we watched turn blue. My soul stayed with you, though I learned to walk alone. I could build another life, but I couldn't make my heart forget our home. I stopped waiting for you, but I never stopped remembering. Maybe souls don't understand endings the way our minds are taught to do. Maybe some connections stay forever, even when people become strangers. I don't need you to return, I don't need another chance. I just need to know that somewhere you remember who we were. And if you ever wonder why I never truly moved on, it's because a part of me was still standing where you left me. My soul stayed with you, but now I'm learning how to breathe. I can carry what we were without letting it bury me. My soul stayed with you, and maybe that's okay. Some loves become a part of us, even when they fade away. I will always remember you, but I won't wait forever. My soul stayed with you for 1,000 quiet nights, for every dream, for every memory, for every goodbye. And now I'm calling it home, not because I still need you, but because I finally understand some love never leaves completely. My soul stayed with you, and now my soul is coming back to me. You thought I walked away, but there was a part of me that never left you. I packed my bags in silence and watched you close the door. I told myself I'd be alright, like I had been before. I drove away through midnight with tears I couldn't hide, but every road I traveled still led you through my mind. I changed the way I lived, I changed the places I knew, but no matter where I went, a part of me stayed with you. I learned how to smile again, I learned to face the day, but healing doesn't mean the memories disappear away. I never left you, not completely, not inside. I carried every memory I tried so hard to hide. I never left you, even when I said goodbye. I walked away with empty hands, but your love stayed in my life. Maybe I left your doorway, but I never left you. I still remember mornings when you'd whisper my name, the little things you did for me that never felt the same. I still remember rainy nights and sleeping by your side. The world could change around me, but those moments never died. Sometimes I hear your favorite song and everything comes back. The warmth inside your laughter, the love we used to have. I don't know where you are now or who you're holding close, but somewhere in my heart, you're still the one I know. I never left you, even though you can't see me. I carried you through every year of who I tried to be. I never left you, though I learned to live alone. Everywhere my heart has been still remembers what was home. I stopped waiting for you, but I never stopped loving what we were. Maybe leaving was necessary, maybe we were meant to part, but distance only changed my life, it never changed my heart. I don't need to find you, I don't need another chance. Some memories are meant to stay without becoming the future again. And if you ever wonder if our love was real, just know I never left you, I only to live with what I feel. Maybe that's enough. I can love the memory without asking it to return. I never left you, I just stopped standing at your door. I never left you, I just learned to walk alone. And somewhere deep inside my heart, you'll always be there. Not as a reason to stay, but as a love I will never regret. I never left you. I never left you. Maybe we said too much. Maybe we said too little. Because when the words disappeared, the silence seemed to love you more. I used to fill the room with questions. You used to answer with a smile. We talked about our dreams together and stayed awake for hours a while. And slowly all the conversations became a quiet passing thing. I stopped asking where your heart was. You stopped telling me anything. We were sitting close together, but somehow miles apart. I thought silence meant we're healing. I thought we simply needed time. But every word we left unspoken was another piece of us that died. The silence loved you more than I ever thought it could. It held the things you wouldn't say when I still believed you would. The silence loved you more. It stayed when you walked away and knew you were already leaving before I knew what I couldn't say. And I kept waiting for your voice while silence became your goodbye. I remember Sunday mornings when the sunlight filled the room. You would make the coffee slowly and I'd sit there next to you. Then one day you stopped smiling when you looked into my eyes. There was something in the distance that you never could describe. I wanted to ask you what had changed, but I was scared to hear the truth. So we became experts at pretending that everything was still okay. We learned to live inside the quiet and let the love slowly fade away. The silence loved you more and never asked you to explain. It carried all your hidden feelings while I stood outside the rain. The silence loved you more and knew you couldn't stay. You still holding on to us, while you were holding on to silence. I found your old letters yesterday inside a wooden drawer. I read the words we wrote together like I'd never read them before. Forever filled the pages, I'll never leave was written there. Funny how the loudest promises can disappear into the air. I folded every letter slowly and finally understood. Maybe silence wasn't empty, maybe it was telling me that love can disappear quietly without a single broken scream. Maybe you had already gone long before you said goodbye, and I was loving who you used to be while watching someone else walk by. I wish I listened to the silence before it became the only thing between us. The silence loved you more, and now I finally know why. It knew that love was ending before we ever said goodbye. The silence loved you more, but I don't blame it anymore. Sometimes words are just too fragile for the truth we're hiding underneath them. You didn't have to say you left, I could hear it in the quiet. The house is quiet now, but it doesn't hurt like before. No more questions, no more waiting, no more listening for your voice. The silence loved you more because it knew the truth before I did. Some goodbyes are spoken without words. We used to know every corner, every window, every street. It was home until love forgot our address. We used to leave the hallway light on for each other late at night. You knew exactly where I'd be, and I knew where you'd arrive. We had a little place together with the garden by the door. We filled the rooms with photographs and promised we'd need nothing more. But somewhere between the seasons, something started changing. Your key still opened the front door, but your heart was somewhere else. You started sleeping beside me while becoming someone else. Love forgot our address and couldn't find its way back home. We were standing in the same old room, but somehow felt alone. Calling this our home while you were saying goodbye inside. We didn't lose the house, we lost the feeling that made it home. stay beside the window. Your sweater hung behind the chair, but every room became a question, asking why you weren't still there. We stopped cooking meals together. We stopped talking after dark. We stopped making little plans and stopped protecting what we had. The walls still knew our laughter, but we had forgotten how to laugh. I try to bring back the mornings, I try to make us feel the same, but you can't rebuild a home when only one heart wants to stay. Our promises in yesterday. Love forgot our address, and I couldn't make it stay. I kept opening the same old door, hoping you'd return one day. But you weren't lost, you had simply chosen another way. I packed your things on Sunday and cried beside the empty bed. Every little thing you left behind was something I couldn't forget. I found an old receipt from the night we moved inside. We laughed about forever then and promised we'd never say goodbye. Funny how a piece of paper can bring back an entire life. Maybe home was never just a place. Maybe it was how you held my hand. Maybe it was every ordinary day when we still understood each other. And when love finally disappeared, the walls could never save us, because a house can't keep our memories, but it can keep two hearts together. So I'll stop waiting at the doorway, I'll stop expecting you to return. Forgot our address, but I finally found my way. I can leave the key behind and still remember yesterday. Love forgot our address, and maybe that's okay. Some homes are meant to shelter us, they're only part of the way. You were once my home, and I was once yours too. But now I'm learning home can be somewhere new. The hallway light is off tonight. The door is finally closed, the rooms are empty, but my heart isn't. Love forgot our address, and I finally stopped searching. Maybe we were never meant to stay. Maybe we were only meant to meet. Goodbye to our old address. I'll find my way home. Sometimes I wonder if I ever really woke up, or if losing you was the moment the dream ended. You came into my life so softly, like a song I didn't know. You made ordinary mornings feel like somewhere I could go. We talked about everything we'd be. You made me believe that forever could belong to you and me. I never thought the dream would end. I never saw the morning coming. You made the world feel beautiful when I was afraid to try. You put a little light inside me, then disappeared into the night. You were my favorite dream, the one I never wanted to wake from. You were every beautiful thing I thought my heart was waiting for. You were my favorite dream until the morning took you away. I reached for you beside me, but there was only yesterday. Maybe you were never meant to stay, but you were the most beautiful dream I had. I still remember your laughter floating through the bedroom light, the way you held me closer when the world outside was quiet. We made plans on paper, like the future couldn't change. We gave our dreams forever names and promised we'd remain. I believed every word you said because I wanted it to be true. Then one morning something changed and I could feel you slipping away. Your eyes had already said it. You were my favorite dream, the one I couldn't make come true. I built a little world inside my heart and filled every corner with you. You were my favorite dream, but dreams don't always stay. Sometimes the most beautiful ones are the first to fade away. I woke up without you, and everything felt colder. I kept your photograph beside me for longer than I should. I kept believing one more morning might bring back what we once had. I listened to our old song when the nights became too long, and for 3 minutes every time I could pretend you weren't gone, and the music would be over, and I'd remember where you were. Maybe dreams aren't meant to last forever. Maybe they're meant to change us. You taught me how deeply I could love and how to survive when love is gone. I won't call you a mistake. I won't regret the time we shared. 'Cause even though you left me, you gave me something beautiful there, a memory I can carry without needing you to return. You were my favorite dream, and I will always remember you, not as the person who left me, but as the one who made my heart feel new. You were my favorite dream, and now I'm learning how to wake. I can keep the beauty of yesterday without living in the same place. You were my favorite dream, but I'm ready for another morning. Maybe I'll dream of you sometimes. maybe I won't, but when I open my eyes, I'll be okay. You were my favorite dream, and even dreams that end can leave behind something beautiful. Good night, my favorite dream. My favorite dream. I kept reaching for tomorrow, but every tomorrow was farther away, until I couldn't reach it anymore. We used to talk about the future like it was waiting down the road. We had 1,000 little plans and dreams we wanted to hold. You said we'd watch the seasons change, from a house beside the sea. I thought the life we talked about was waiting there for me. I held on to every promise like tomorrow was guaranteed. But somewhere between our plans and everything we couldn't say, the future started disappearing, one quiet day at a time. I couldn't reach tomorrow, no matter how I tried. I kept chasing all the dreams we left somewhere behind. I couldn't reach tomorrow because you weren't there with me. The future that I pictured was never meant to be. I could see the life we wanted, but I couldn't reach tomorrow. I kept a list of places we said we'd someday go. Paris in the autumn and the mountains covered in snow. I kept the little promises written inside my phone, but every dream we planned together started feeling like my own. You stopped talking about forever, and I was too afraid to ask why. Maybe I was holding on to a future you had already left, while I was building tomorrow. You were quietly forgetting us. I couldn't reach tomorrow, it kept slipping through my hands. I was trying to save forever, you were making other plans. I couldn't reach tomorrow because yesterday held me tight. I was standing in our memories while you were walking into another life. I wanted the future, but the future didn't want us. One night I found the old notebook where we'd written all our dreams, your handwriting beside mine, like nothing could come between. I read every little promise and cried until the morning came, because the future we imagined didn't even have a name. It was only something beautiful that existed while we believed. Maybe tomorrow wasn't lost, maybe I was Maybe the future wasn't waiting for me to find your face. I spent so long chasing a life that ended before it began. I forgot there could be another road waiting for me to understand. I couldn't reach tomorrow because I was still holding yesterday. So I finally let it go. I couldn't reach tomorrow, but now I don't have to chase. I can build a different future, one that doesn't need your face. I couldn't reach tomorrow, but I found today instead. And for the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid of what's ahead. The future we imagined may never come true, but there are still tomorrows waiting for me beyond you. I couldn't reach tomorrow when I was reaching for you, but now the road is open and I know what I have to do. I'll stop looking behind me, I'll stop waiting for what is gone. Tomorrow is still somewhere ahead, and this time I'll walk toward it alone. Goodbye, yesterday. Hello, tomorrow. We were standing on the same platform at the same time, but somehow our hearts missed the train. I saw you through the station window, standing underneath the light. You looked exactly like the person I had dreamed about that night. I wanted to run toward you, but my feet refused to move. You were waiting for tomorrow while I was still afraid to lose. The station clock kept turning, neither one of us knew. You said you needed time, I said I needed you. We were both afraid of leaving, but didn't know what to do. Our hearts missed the train by a minute, by a mile. I was ready to hold forever, you were only staying for a while. Our hearts missed the train and watched it disappear. We were close enough to touch, but somehow never close enough to stay here. Maybe we were meant to meet just at the wrong time. I remember your suitcase sitting beside your feet. You said you had a place to go, and I said, wait for me. But you were already moving before I could say the words. I thought love would make you stay, but love doesn't always work. The train doors slowly closed, and I could see you through the glass. You looked back for 1 second, and I looked away. 2 hearts full of everything they were too afraid to say. Our hearts missed the train, and I watched you Years later I still wonder if you ever think of me when another train is leaving, or when the sky turns silver gray. I wonder if you remember the station where we stood, the words we never managed to say, the love we never understood. Maybe another version of us would have made it there on time. Maybe if we met a little earlier, maybe if we'd waited one more day, maybe if you had stayed beside me, maybe things would change. But life doesn't stop the train for hearts that aren't prepared. Sometimes love is standing right there and still it disappears. So I won't blame you, and I won't blame me. We were simply two hearts trying to find the same destination. Our hearts missed the train, but I finally understand. Not every love is meant to travel to the place we thought it had. Our hearts missed the train, and I won't chase it anymore. I'll remember how you looked at me before you walked through that door. Maybe we were almost forever, maybe we were almost right. But sometimes two hearts love each other and still miss the same train. The platform is empty now, the lights are turning low. I still remember your face, but I finally let you go. Our hearts miss the train, and maybe that's okay. Some journeys aren't meant to happen, some people are meant to pass. The train is gone, and I'm still here, moving forward. We thought our story would never end. We called it forever, but every story has a final page. I remember how we started, like a story written in the stars. Two young hearts with endless wishes, never thinking we'd fall apart. We wrote our names beside each other in the pages of our dreams. You promised me forever, and I believed in everything. I thought our story had no ending. I thought we'd always have tomorrow. But time has a way of turning pages, even when we're holding tight. Sometimes the words we wrote together disappear into the night. This is the last page of forever, the final words of you and me. I wanted our story to continue, but some endings aren't meant to be. This is the last page of forever, and I'm trying not to cry. We were once a beautiful story, now we're I still remember all the chapters, every laugh and every tear, the nights we talked about our future, the moments I felt safe with you. There were pages filled with sunshine, there were pages filled with rain. Some were written with our laughter, some were written with our pain. I would read them all again, even knowing how it ends, because every chapter made me who I am. Every word became a part of me, and even though you left the story, you will always be a memory. This is the last page of forever, the final line we couldn't change. I held on to every sentence while you slowly turned the page. This is the last page of forever, and the ink is fading now. I can't rewrite what happened, I can only close the book somehow. We didn't get the ending we dreamed about, but we had something beautiful. Maybe someday I'll find another story, one that doesn't end this way, but I'll always keep the chapters where you taught me how to love. I'll remember how you held me when the world became too loud. I'll remember all the little things that made me proud to love you. And I won't call it a mistake, because once it was everything. If I could turn the pages backward, I wouldn't change a single word. Even knowing I would lose you, I'd still choose the love we shared. Because some people enter our lives to change the way we see. They don't always stay forever, but they leave something inside of us. So I'll let the final page be written, I'll let the story rest. This is the last page of forever, and I'm finally letting go. I can close the book with gratitude for everything we used to know. This is the last page of forever, but it isn't the end of me. Our story may be finished now, but there's still another chapter waiting for me. I'll carry the beautiful memories and leave the pain behind. The last page of forever is not the last page of my life. The ink has dried, the pages have turned, the story is finished, but I don't regret a word. You were my favorite chapter, my sweetest beginning, and my heart is goodbye. This is the last page of forever, so I'll close the book and finally turn the page. Turn the page. We said we'd stay through every season, through every storm. But somewhere along the way, we forgot how to stay. We used to leave the lights on when one of us came home late. You'd wait beside the window, and I'd never make you wait. We promised we'd grow older in the little house we dreamed. We thought that love was something that could never disappear. But slowly we stopped asking how each other felt. You were busy chasing something, I was busy holding on. We were standing in the same room, but the feeling had moved on. We forgot to stay when everything got difficult. We forgot to hold each other when the world became too cold. We forgot to stay and let the silence take our place. I was still reaching for your heart while you were slowly walking away. We didn't stop loving, we just forgot how to stay. The dinners became quieter, the mornings felt too long. You stopped telling me your secrets, I stopped asking what was wrong. We used to make each other the first call of the day. Then weeks became our distance, and words became too hard to say. I thought we'd find each other, but we were losing our way. Maybe leaving isn't always walking through an open door. Sometimes people disappear while they're still standing on the floor. We forgot to stay when staying needed courage. We chose our separate silence instead of choosing us again. We forgot to stay and let the little things become the reasons we stopped reaching for the love we'd once begun. I wanted you to fight for us, you wanted me to understand. I found an old photograph from the first year we were together. We were smiling at the camera, believing we'd last forever. I looked at those two people and barely recognized our eyes. They didn't know that someday they'd become each other's goodbye. Maybe that's what hurts the most. We were happy, and we didn't know how precious it was. If I could go back to that moment when we first started drifting apart, I'd tell you to hold me tighter before distance reached our hearts. I'd tell you that forever isn't something we can promise. It's something we choose each morning, again and again and again. But we didn't know, so we let it disappear. We forgot to stay, but I won't call it all a waste. You taught me how to love deeply, even when love couldn't stay. We forgot to stay, and maybe that's our final truth. Sometimes two people lose each other while still caring like they used to. chosen each other just one more time, but now I choose myself. We said we'd stay, we said forever, but forever needed two hearts, and ours had already gone separate ways. We forgot to stay, and now I understand. Some goodbyes don't happen, they happen slowly until one day you're all